For this X's O's football video breakdown, we're going to take a look at a play out of the Packers playbook. And this is one of those plays that's called gun Packers trips. Now, what this particular play is, it's the four verticals concept, and you can find it pretty much in any trips formation. So what I want to show you is a read that I would make when I run this, especially if I catch my opponent running cover three. So I want to go ahead and show you how I like to run this play and how effective it can be. And it's pretty simple as far as the pass reads go. So let's go ahead and run through it, and we'll take a look at it here. And as you can see on your screen here, what we're going to do here is we're going to hot route the running back on a streak. Now you can see at this point that when we make this hot route, he's actually running a wheel route. But what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go ahead and put him in motion. And so he'll line up here, out here in the left slot, as you can see on your screen. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and pause it because I want to talk a little bit more about this. Now what we're looking for, as you can see, it doesn't look like cover three coverage all that much, as you can see on your screen. A lot of times if you were thinking cover three, you would see a safety playing up here. In this case, we have two safeties that are kind of playing almost a too high. You see this one coming right here, and then this one right here. We also have press coverage, so we really don't know if this is cover three, because a lot of the cover three defenses, you won't see those corners looking like that. However, what we can do is we can make the read after the snap, and if we know it's cover three, then we know where to go with the ball. And against cover two coverage, as far as zone coverage is concerned, this play is going to be pretty effective, even against cover four. So what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and run this, and then we'll talk about it after we run it. So let's go ahead and run the play, and I'll show you what I mean by making the reads here. So let's go ahead and run it. And you can see right there I make that deep throw and take that deep shot. Now let's go back and rewind this, because this is what I want to show here with this play of why this one can be effective as far as long as you make your reads. So let's go ahead and take a look at it here as we go. We're going to go ahead and go through a little bit here, frame by frame, about right here. Here's the thing here, as a quarterback, as you're dropping back, the first thing you want to do is you want to read and see if there's a high safety. As soon as you see this safety, you can see right there he's going to play high. So you know he's going to come up here and play this deep middle. That should right there alone start telling you that's probably cover three, or at least cover one maybe. And then if you look on the outside, look at those corners and see what they're doing. In this case, you'll see that this corner here has inside position on that receiver. So a lot of times this ought to tell you that that's going to end up being cover three coverage. So right there alone, that should kind of give you some tip-offs as far as the coverages. And the other thing is, if you look at this linebacker here, you can see he just drops straight back. So kind of another tip-off right there, unless he's in maybe a spy coverage. But generally when you see something like that, a lot of times you can tell that this is cover three coverage by those type of reads I just showed you. So as you're making your progressions, a lot of times what I do with this particular play is I work my way from right to left. Now, I'm not really looking to throw out here to these outside receivers because I know they're probably not going to be open. So I'm more than less not going to even look for them. After I know it's cover three, I'm going to work my way across into this area here. So I'm going to start off with this receiver here, then here, and then over here. So basically I have what I'll call here is a slot receiver in the middle, then the inside slot receiver, and then basically the running back who's a slot receiver. So as far as my reads are going to be concerned, when I'm making this play, I've got three reads that I'm going to make here. I got this guy here, this one here, and then this one here. And then based on where I decide to throw the ball will depend on what happens with that safety. And you can see on your screen right there, as I look at it, this safety right now is really taking away this route here. So I really don't have him. Now I could make this throw to the running back and get it in this area here, or I can look to throw deep down here, which is what I'm going to end up doing, as you can see on your screen here. And so I make that throw there to him for that deep pass. So against cover three coverage, this particular play is pretty effective as far as attacking that type of coverage. Now, if it was cover two, you're going to have one of those guys open over the middle more than likely, or at least somebody on the outside. Maybe the two outside receivers will be open, because sometimes what will end up happening is that these defenders, say this was two deep coverage, they would end up coming inside, and after these outside receivers break the jam, so once these receivers break the jam, a lot of times you can go ahead and hit them as they're going down the sideline. For example, this guy right here, which is going to be the split in, as he goes down the sideline after he breaks the jam, what you can do with the quarterback is once you drop him back, and you see that's covered two. So let's just pretend like it's covered two. When you see these two guys dropping in this area here, then what you can do with the quarterback is you can locate one of these outside receivers. In this case, I'm going to look to throw to that split in. And then what I want to do is when I make this throw to him, I'm going to go ahead and press hard left at about the 9 o'clock position over here and make that throw to him for a nice gain. So against cover two coverage, you can look to throw to him. So hopefully this is a little bit of an idea of how I like to attack zone coverage as far as with this particular play. Generally, this is one of my go-to plays when I'm looking to take a deep shot down the field. This is probably one of the plays that you'll see me run.